a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Sooners offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on...
Oh, out of space! They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The give out of the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Sooners are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Despite the upset of Alabama last season, Brent Venables' Oklahoma team took a step back, just its second losing season since 1998. That makes this season about Boomer sooner and not later.
They've got to get the quarterback position right. When you think Oklahoma, David, we think about guys like Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts. They need to get that quarterback position solidified if they're going to make the next step in the SEC.
Well, and that's why you went to the transfer portal, got the #1 guy, got a new OC, like a lot of new faces in Norman, but how can Brent Venables mesh it together, get that offense rolling to go with this consistent defense?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior? This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Snags it over the middle.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the plays are open. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot, the transfer portal. He's bringing a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the first. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Sooners. He would not be denied. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Leaves it with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still are on this drive. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Here's it! On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn! They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Simmons. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's Cobb. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finds a little space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. What a cut! Now he's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I know there's a lot of people out there when they see 4th and inches, they're thinking QB sneak, bush push, but not this offense. They've got conventional ways. They can turn around, hand the football off, and rip off an explosive play like they did there.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love these design runs, goal-to-go situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. It's a running room. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Auburn going to work with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run.
offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the fourth quarter.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Howard. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on 3rd down. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it along the sideline. Here he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and you might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Out of bounds at the 45. Clock stopped, and they've picked up the first down.
He's out of bounds near the 45. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The line of scrimmage at the 35. That's going to leave the holder at the 42 and a 52-yard attempt for the game. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The line of scrimmage at the 35. That's going to leave the holder at the 42 and a 52-yard attempt for the game. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll move the tight end. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Quarterback making adjustments. 1st and 10 for Auburn to start overtime. On the move, it's Robinson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Going to the running game. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Auburn lines up quickly. Power football with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. through the air. It's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. Touchdown Sooners. They got it in, and now an And the Sooners will start with the ball first here in overtime. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
QB draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Kane got on the running back, got him on.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that is the exact outcome this defense wanted. Rushing the passer on third down, forcing the fourth down, and more importantly, a long field goal. And this kicker knows if he misses this, this ball game is over. All the pressure directly on his shoulders.
He puts it through, and they take the lead in overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Pulls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get him.
First and goal and a touchdown will win it. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. A chance to win the game in overtime here on 3rd and goal from the doorstep. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
So instead of bringing out the field goal unit, they'll try to take the early overtime lead with a touchdown. Back's got it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, and the ball could